Hello my lovelies and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're well and I hope you're all keeping safe. Now I've been off of YouTube for about a month and a half now, but that's due to me giving birth to our little baby boy. We named him Jacob and he was born on March the 24th at 1802 by C-section, weighing £5 8 ounces, and yeah, he's just absolutely beautiful. So I thought I'd jump on and just sort of go through my labour experience and what it was like during lockdown, just because I think, like, I knew, like, leading up to my birth, like, I enjoyed these sort of videos. So yeah, grab a cup of tea and I hope you enjoy. So I went into labour on March the 24th, the day we went into lockdown, and I started having contractions, I think it's about 9:30 at night. And so I told my husband, and so we downloaded the app where you can like record your contractions to see what they're like. So I know they have to be sort of regular for them to actually be contractions, because if they're not, they're usually Braxton Hicks. They really weren't very strong at all. I'd say they were, I think I've actually had period pains, that's probably stronger, to be honest. But yeah, so I kept an eye. Now our plan was, because we're about 40 minutes away from the hospital I was planning to give birth at, we planned that as soon as I started having contractions, we'd go down to my mum's, who was only like 5 minutes from the hospital. So I called her up at like, I think I probably called her about 10, 11. I think we went down to hers about 3 in the morning as they were starting to get a little bit stronger. Yeah, so grabbed all the bags and everything, went down, and then 7 in the morning my mum was like, maybe we should just call them just to let them know, because the thing is, I know that you're not supposed to go in till they're like 3 minutes apart. So I thought, oh no, it'll be fine, because they really weren't regular at all. You know, they were sort of every 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then they would only last in like 20, 30, 40 seconds. She was like, I think we should just call them just in case. So I called them at 7 in the morning, and yeah, they said like, call us back when they're 3 minutes apart, lasting over a minute. And it got to sort of midday and they were getting really strong, but again, they really weren't regular at all. They weren't every even 10 minutes. So yeah, it was a bit confusing, because they, like, we called the hospital at 1 PM I think, because it was getting a little bit too much, and I have quite a high pain threshold, so yeah, I was finding it a little bit difficult then. But then they said, because they weren't regular in that, they said try hold off as much as you can, and then call us when they're a bit closer together. So I waited, I think I waited about another hour or an hour and a half, and I had this one contraction where it took my breath away and I burst into tears. And I think my mum knew at that point that, like, I just couldn't take any more, like I needed some pain relief. So she called them up for me, bless her, and yeah, they told me to go in, even though still they still weren't regular, and they were quite quick contractions. They were only sort of lasting 30 seconds. So we got to hospital at 3 PM on March 24th. Got there, got settled into a room. The staff there, can I just say, are absolutely lovely. Like, obviously it'd been my first time and I was nervous as anything, but oh, they were just so nice and so calming, which is what I needed. So yes, we got there at 3, and I think about 4 the midwife came in to examine me, and she said, okay, she's like, I think your baby is breech. Now Jacob had been breeched the whole way through my pregnancy, though my midwife appointment just the week before, she said, oh no, he's turned. So I was like, oh brilliant. Anyway, so he said, I think he's breeched. So they'd done a scan and he was, but he was like breech where he was like lying across my tummy. And they recommended a C-section. But also when she examined me, she said that I was 5 centimetres dilated. So obviously things are moving quite quickly. And she did say that it was a bit strange how my contractions weren't like regular, and they were like really quick contractions, even though I was 5 centimetres. So yeah, we decided to go for the C-section, and when they came in to put the pressure, is it the pressure stockings, is that what they're called, where they stop you getting the blood clots when you're going for surgery, because they said to me, there's like, if you start feeling pressure in your bottom, let us know. And they put the stockings on, and oh my gosh, I started getting that pressure, and I thought it was gonna like come out, and I was like panicking. So they got me down to the theatre pretty quickly, and so basically fast forwarding a little bit, they got him out within 2 minutes, because as I got down to the theatre, I was 7 centimetres dilated. So yeah, it was all very rushed. However, in a way, looking back at it, I kind of like it, because I'm one of those people that if I'm there sitting thinking about something, I will be panicking, like proper panicking. So yeah, so they got him out in 2 minutes, and I think I was in and out of theatre, I think it was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It was really quick. Yeah, now because of the lockdown, I think this is a new rule. I'm not sure what it was before, but my husband wasn't allowed to stay with us, so he had to leave at 10 at night, but he was allowed to come back, I think like 8 in the morning, which is what he did, obviously. So yeah, I found it very daunting being in the hospital on my own with a newborn. However, like I said, the staff were absolutely lovely, so that did make it a lot easier. So yeah, my husband came back the next day. We weren't allowed any other visitors because of the lockdown. So that was really difficult. Luckily, my mum works at the hospital, so she came down, but she had to say hello to Jacob through a glass door, and oh my gosh, it broke my heart. Like, I really do feel for women at the minute who are, you know, giving birth, having a newborn or pregnant. Like, you're having to do it all on your own, and it is such a daunting thing. At the most happiest time, obviously, but it is daunting doing it all on your own because of this lockdown. But we've got to do what we've got to do. So yeah, so that was sort of my labour. It was all very quick, and to be honest, even though I did end up having an emergency C-section, it was actually, I don't want to say easy, because obviously it's not easy, but like it was fine. Like, it was like, I look at it as a positive labour experience, if you like. So yeah, that was that. The only things that have been sort of difficult in regards to sort of having a newborn in this lockdown is obviously not being able to see family, apart from like over on the screen, like over FaceTime or whatever you use. I mean, luckily we are in that age where we do have social media, so my biggest advice to any new mums is just, like, literally I've been calling my mum every single day, which is funny because before the lockdown, like, I probably spoke to my parents like maybe like 2-3 times a week, whereas now I'm calling them every single day. So yeah, there is a positive side to it. Also, other things, so once Jacob was born, obviously usually you have like health visitor appointments, midwife appointments, etc. I had a midwife appointment when he was 5 days and 10 days, but I had to go to the hospital on my own. My husband wasn't allowed in with us. So we had one health visitor appointment, and that was over the phone. Yeah, but apart from that, that's been it really. So yeah, it is slightly different to what I thought my whole, like, giving birth and having a newborn experience is going to be like, but it's okay. Like I said, we're lucky, we're in that era where we have got social media, we can keep in contact with people. I'm really lucky, like, I've got an amazing family. My husband's family, obviously my husband, he was absolutely brilliant, especially after the C-section, because for about 2 weeks I couldn't move, like I couldn't do anything, and luckily he had the 2 weeks off work because he is still working, he's a key worker. Yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. So just, if you can, keep talking to people, or you can talk to me, leave a comment, I don't mind. And so yeah, that's pretty much it really. That was my labour experience and a little bit about having a newborn. It is the best thing that I think has ever happened to me. Not that I think, I know has ever happened to me. And I'm just trying to enjoy every minute, because he's 5 weeks at the minute. Sorry, I think someone just flew into our window. Yeah, he's 5 weeks at the minute, but yeah, he's grown so much so quickly, and yeah, just enjoying every single minute. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a sort of quick little story for you. My next video is going to be my 12 must-haves for a newborn. I also found those videos really helpful, so I shall be uploading that next week. So yeah, if you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And please, please, please all stay safe, stay home if you can, and I shall see you all next time. Take care everyone, bye.